I don't believe it. I don't believe it. My boss told me it's about 10 working tonight, just as 10 days, just as about 5 days off, or 6 or 7 days, just formally. 7 days, it could be break. Tonight will be 2 to 3 weeks informally. Okay, hello maters, this is Gopher Scout, some Pirates of the Caribbean film series here, and I just got off from work for very lately for 7-Eleven. You know it sucks, and working tonight just really sucks. I'm off. I just got off for offer from last one day for Sunday. I don't work for the 6 to 10. I just yesterday for Saturday after the Amber Ridge High School for Callie Sherwood. She graduated for Washington State. She graduated from ERHS. She goes to the college for Washington State University, go Cougars. In my job's just to have a for the schedule, so about for the couple of things in an hours for make up money, just about just tonight, 10 formulas means dislikes. What it means too. My dad just asked for the boss for the boss for Andrew. Is the boss man. They told me about just a couple about many times. And my sisters just got off from our house to go to the Courtney's house. She made it for kimchi fried rice today. I just got off of work. I just covered where my nose is and where my napkin is and where my working outside from Walmart just as formally. And my dad just working outside formally too. Okay. Number 2, announcements. Announcements and assignments and speech. Excuse me. After yesterday, the last day of Free Junior High Schools, doing a great job. Anytime, I'm doing the stuff that Mr. Leifus just listened to, doing a great job. For very respectful for Adderall for the schedules. It means to after June to July for the 3 weeks, and you can welcome about for the schedules for Adderall for AM and PM, and it could be about 6 to 2, 6 to 12, or about 8 to 1 at about 5-hour shift. 6 hours, it could be about 3 weeks, just special 3 days all the time. Just wanted to know to make sure to be about the 15 days every 3 week. Just want to know to make sure you just let you know about supervisor is Mrs. D and Mr. Colby, and Mr. Sir Andrew. Just wanting to know to make sure. Give it about the break about 2 times at each, and about for the 8:05, 8:20, 8:10, 8:25, and you can work in about 1 hour of 10 minutes, 9:35 to 9:50. You make sure to be the switch up for the time about 9:40 to 9:55. If you're walking, just time clock in, time clock out for just working out. Just leave it after time clock out, and just make sure to be clock out first, and then go to the change of pants and shirts, and then go out for the leave. Okay. And waiting and go be here inside the 5:40. Just be waited about 15 minutes. Just like about sitting around, just while sitting there, just hang out there to walk around and make sure be there to 5:55. If it get time clock in, punch accepted would be to get scheduled, and we'll get to about 4-hour shift. You'll get through to about the meal break about 3:30 to 4:30. Whatever you need to go walk around for 2 laps to the side, and go inside. About 30-minute walk, 30-minute walking around. Go inside, and then no need to eat lunch. Even needed at the some even needed to get relaxed time for McDonald's tables, and just make sure to be about meal out. Make sure to about tie meal in and meal out all the time. Not all the time, formulates too. It looks gonna be about 9 hours to stay in just as formally. I just got off from last. That's gonna be the last day of 9 hour shift. Could be about very special since idea. I just gonna have walk home about 8:30 for Sunday. I'm gonna be late for the church. I won't be able to miss the church. I don't know. Saturday and Sunday. Still make it. I will still make it about Monday for church. For weekdays. It's coughing. I'm sorry, guys. No. I have the three schedules for you, guys. And Mr. Colby, I just got a supervisor for one more thing. Just make sure to be careful on my nose, my throat, and my heart and lungs. Could be the cough, it could be smoke out. Okay. So done about for 30-second speech announcements. The second, every time you've been working about 3, 4, 5 days, or 6 or 7 days. So you notice about get it for jobs, get it for the job shadows, get it for apply for the jobs, for interviews, and orientations. You can apply for a job interview for the restaurants, stores, associates, and doing the stuff for teacher for no apply for during about next year. Even next year, staff and teacher we're gonna have to take pictures. We'll get about the new staff for next year. I have a really interesting. I love this about Ridgecrest Elementary Schools, First Junior Highs, Emerald High Schools, and teaching stuff for the summer. Several elementaries, junior highs, and high schools. It's gonna be about Mondays to Fridays. I just noticed about every 9 months, and no more than 10 or 11 months, only for 9 months. Okay, all right, friends reunited from college students, friends reunited from ERHS from high schools. What reason could have it very interesting when the bride just came up with her friends and from an advanced program, anything that could be his best friend TJ. He got up. I missed him so much. He's my homie. He's my homie too. And Haley the Bella's best friend, her boyfriend. She hugged me for good reasons. I just got have to take a break for 15 minutes or 2 times. I have a very interesting you guys. Question number 1. Commitments to stories. And story of the day. Of tonight. You have to learn very lesson. Things about you. Somehow they're very interesting. So, really, I have the really, really great, very great things. Associate, very appreciate for all of this time. I have a really very interesting for you and you guy. You have a very very important you guys. Finding Dory is fun of the movie. It's just real funny of this. So it's talking about the action from the drama movie, and I was gonna able to watch there for the Choice Justice tomorrow, and I'm not sure just about Tricky. I think about some things about Mr. Haynes and Mr. Jeffers. We talk about Mr. Anderson, Mr. Prank Funny, and Mr. Gleason. She's retiring for now for next year. She'll be retiring for home, and she'll be welcome for the 3 years past for September 2013 through June 2016. And just to get a beat, about 3 years passed. You know, me and Donovan and Jordan and just very prank about together on an amazing Canales class. From Mrs. McQuilkin for the last 4 years, and Mrs. Nair and Mrs. Schrader got to join in about for the high schools, teaching for the para educators. So you need to know how to get the first, second, and third, and Tuesday and Thursday, and Wednesday and Friday is and second and fourth and sixth period, and Tuesday to Thursday is first, third, and fifth. Every Monday is about first, second, and third, fourth, fifth, and sixth period, and the lunchtime will be about first, second, and third, all the time. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we have a 45 minutes for first, second, and third lunch for any time. Just because you have to you have to eat lunch. Just gotta have a very walking around to hang out with your friends, to go outside, and go upstairs. Or don't go upstairs. Or go walk around in the hallway. Don't disturb in the classroom where people are working. And porter bros walk around in this building. If porter bros don't go into the porter bros place, they might get distracted. All the teachers, the staffs, it would get caused a lot of get in trouble. Okay. What I ask you guys about sophomores, juniors, and seniors. So cautions, the number rules. Just as first rule. If anything, there could be very expression. Hardest as you can. It is very important for you about principals to the assistant for Mrs. Carrie Howell, the new principal here for Mr. Lowney for the last 3 years, and he's joining for the 2013 for PHS, and Oxford and a sheriff officer. I know him. It's just about a friend, Sheraya Quinn, my friend from WSU. It's almost sneeze. Everything's problem. My eyes is just tear up. It's hurt. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Oh, we'll catch up later. Don't forget to subscribe to more content. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, Google, and Vines, and the gaming channel anytime. Just because you let you know. I just kind of wanted to say the pirate mateys ahoy. Keep 'em mateys. See ya.